When you see me up here, you're going to know that I'm going to share in English. That's because my Bible tutor is so convinced that I do a better job sharing in English than in Chinese.
你如果看在我的台上，你就知道我会要用英文分享。那是因为查经班的弟兄姐妹说我讲英文比中文更有说服力。
My name is Shirley. I'm a program host, news anchor, and recently became coordinator for the English service at Radio Taiwan International. Now, RTI is a national radio station which broadcasts in 18 languages, introducing Taiwan to the world.
我是 Shirley， 我是节目主持人、新闻主播，最近成为英语组的召集人。中央广播电台是国家广播电台，用18种语言介绍台湾给全世界。
John is my husband, and we have 3 awesome children. They are all disciples. One of them is right here. Raise your hand. Come on, Charles.
我是她老公，我们有3个很棒的孩子，他们都是门徒了。
I've been working in radio for 18 years, and I love my job, especially interviewing different people, learning a lot of things from them, and making friends with them.
我在电台工作18年了，我热爱我的工作，我特别是可以访问不同的人，跟他们学习不同的东西，和他们交朋友。
But today, I'm going to break the news to you. I've decided to leave the radio station and go into early retirement. Let me tell you how I come to this decision.
但我要给你们最新的消息是，我已经决定离开电台，提早退休。让我告诉你们，我是怎么会做这样的决定的。
Almost 2 years ago, our former coordinator went into early retirement. I was approached if I wanted to take up the job. I was flattered. Wow, they see me as a good candidate.
大约是2年前吧，我前任召集人提早退休了，而我是他们希望接替的最佳人选。当时我却觉得受宠若惊。
But at the time, I really didn't want to take this job because I know what kind of work it entails. Very tedious administrative work, a lot of paperwork, endless meetings, etc., etc.
但当时我真的不想接，因为我知道召集人的工作内容包含很多琐碎的文书、行政作业，完全还有开没完没了的会议。
I asked my Bible tutor what they think. They all voted, take it. But in the end, I turned it down because I knew I just want to do what I love. Which is doing programs, doing news. And besides, I've told myself for a couple of years now that I need to take life easy.
我问查经班的意见，他们全部都赞成我接，但最后我还是拒绝了，因为我知道我只想做我喜欢的节目和播报新闻。除此之外，这几年我告诉我自己，我需要轻松的生活。
So someone else took the position. But 1 year later, she quit. So then I asked God, what does this mean?
所以变成别人接喽。但是有趣的是，1年之后，他就不做了。所以呢，我问神，这是什么意思啊？
After some thinking and praying, and as much as I struggled, I decided to take the job because there's nobody else. And besides, I'll never know what God's will is for me if I take the job.
几经思考和祷告之后，我很挣扎，后来还是决定去接这份工作，因为实在也没有人选。如果不去尝试，我永远不知道神对我的旨意是什么。
I officially became coordinator on January 1st, but I was already doing the job starting mid-December, and it was so much more overwhelming than I thought. John got upset with me that I was getting home at 10, 11 at night.
原本1月1号才要正式上任，但从去年的12月中，我就开始做召集人的工作了，比我想象的更繁琐。每天忙到晚上10点、11点才回家，令我非常的纳闷。
The thing is, since September last year, something like that, we've also had 5 new people in the English service. That's a lot of people to take care of.
从去年的10月开始，英语组一下进来了5位的年轻的同事，我有很多的人要照顾。
And then, as if that was not enough, 2 other colleagues in the English service decided to leave too after me. So it's just been an incredible roller coaster ride.
后来还不止如此哦，另外2个同事在我之后也要决定离开了。总之呢，就好像坐云霄飞车一样的戏剧变化。
So then I got thinking, do I really want this kind of life? I'm becoming more stressful than before. And besides, John and I have our parents to take care of. They're all in their 80s and 90s. Their health are deteriorating. They have a lot of needs. So I decided it's time to rest from work.
我想这是我要的生活吗？我比以前更焦虑了。此外，我们有80、90岁的庄龄四宝要照顾，他们的健康也不如以前了，所以我决定应该是退休的时间了。
So what does God want me to learn from all this? I don't think I have the full answer yet, but I'm so convinced that God is constantly humbling us from the homework that He gives us in our lives. Because of the challenge at work, I've been praying in ways that I've never prayed before in my 37 years of disciples' life.
所以神要我学什么呢？我还没有完全的答案，但我确信的是，神不断的给我们功课，并持续的谦卑我们。工作，我尝试新的祷告的方式，是我过去37年门徒生命从来没有这样子的祷告的。
Maybe God's idea of taking life easy is for me to put down everything, just put it down. I felt that the last Sunday's message about Joseph in the Old Testament was really meant for me, how God works despite unfavorable circumstances.
或许神的旨意是要我轻松的生活，是完全的放下一切。我觉得上次主日讲到有关于约瑟，对我有很特别的意义，尤其神知道在逆境里如何展现他的大能。
I started off a little too sure of myself, like, I can do this better than the person before me. She managed only for 1 year. I thought I'm going to be able to do it at least for 1 year.
从一开始，我对自己呢就非常有自信，我认为我可以胜任的，比上一位的召集人做得更好。他做满了1年，我就告诉我自己，我至少要做满1年。
But come March 31st, which is my last day, I would have only held this coordinator's position for 3 months. I could think, what would people think of me? What would my boss think of me? But I've changed. This time I feel like it's okay. I don't have to care.
到这个月的31号是我最后的一天，我只不过做满3个月而已。我可以很在乎别人怎么看我，主管怎么看我，但我改变了。这次我觉得没关系，我不用去在乎人家对我的看法了。
I don't know fully yet what God's plan is in all this. There's so much drama, and maybe it hasn't ended yet because I still have 20-some days left before I leave.
我还不完全明白神对整个过程的旨意是什么，太戏剧化了。也有可能还没结束，因为还有20几天我才真正的离开。
I just pray I can handle it all till the end. I'm just going to do my best and not expect to leave beautifully.
我祷告能够坚持到最后，我会尽力而为，不会期待离开的很漂亮。
So I leave the scripture with you. You're all very familiar with it, but it's all the more true now for me with what's happening in my life lately.
附上一个经文，你们应该很熟悉，只不过这个时候对我而言是再真实也不过了。
The scripture is Jeremiah 29, verse 11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future.
耶利米书第29章第11节，耶和华说：“我知道我向你们所怀的意念是赐平安的意念，不是降灾祸的意念，要叫你们未来有指望。”
Amen.
Amen. 在用圣餐之前呢，让我们一起低头做个祷告。